Good morning, HoustonFloorDaily.net, and I'm Kemp Harr. This morning my guest is Doug Davis, the president of Artisan Design Group. Doug, how you doing?
Very well, Kemp. Hey, good to talk to you and good to see you last week.
Yeah, we were together. I was going to mention that. I want to talk to you, too. You've just announced another acquisition. We were together last week in Phoenix at a nice resort with the FEI Group. Most people that know ADG knows that most of your acquisitions, I think there's been 21 now, have been in that FEI Group space. So you've become their largest member partner, haven't you?
Yeah, Kemp, it was great getting together last week. You know, those guys always put together a good event, and it was so good to see everybody after their last year and not be able to get together. Access Interiors, the acquisition we're announcing, is actually our 23rd position.
Oh, 23rd. Okay.
Yep. Obviously, we love our relationship with FEI, and it does so happen that some of the like-minded good business operators across the country happen to be in FEI. That's been a good relationship with those guys, and, you know, we do acquire businesses outside of the group as well.
Yeah. One of the things I'd like to mention about the FEI Group meeting is that we had a lot of the alumni there because they did a special tribute for Davegiesling, as most people know, who died last November of a heart attack. So they had a tribute to him. A lot of people came to be part of that, and it's also the first time the group has met since Dave died. There was over 600 people there, I believe.
It was a great tribute to Dave and what he's done to this industry, and not only just for FEI, but for floor covering altogether. Fortunately, unfortunately, I was with Dave when he passed. We obviously love the tribute. I think Andy and the group at the FEI did a wonderful job.
Yeah, we actually, for those interested in seeing it, we actually have it. If you go to podcasts on our website, there's a picture of Dave, and you can click on it, and it's a 7-minute tribute video. I recommend people see it. Another news item, Artisan Design Group. You're out of Texas. You're number 6. We just came out with our top 100 list of dealers, and you're number 6. You went from $837 million to $1.218 billion in revenue. That's flooring revenue. Of course, that's our estimate. So congratulations on that growth. A lot of that growth has been through acquisition, but those that you're buying are continuing to grow as well, right?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. We're happy to announce that with our most recent acquisitions, we're around that $1.4 billion number now. So continue to grow through acquisition, but we work very closely with all of our 23 acquisitions to make sure we're growing organically, because that's a big important part of our growth strategy and what we're doing here, not only in floor covering, but also a big player in the cabinet and countertop business as well. Yeah,
so let's talk about Accents and Interiors. They're a Washington State, Puget Sound based organization that started in 2008. So you're acquiring them. They're roughly, around $30 million in flooring sales. So a significant acquisition.
Yeah, Accents Interiors is a great company, great ran business, great leadership team there. You know, they really focus in single-family new construction, which is right in our wheelhouse.
Yep.
Not only floor covering that you mentioned, they also have a granite fabrication business that also fits in well. They work very closely with our other acquisition, Great Floors, up in that area to make sure we just kind of round out and fill in some of those white space areas that we want to continue to grow throughout our strategy.
Yeah, I will mention, you bought Great Floors. That was a $200 million company. So, I mean, that's a big part of who y'all have become in that area. So that will work together and have some good synergy. That acquisition is just completed, and this makes your 13th acquisition since Sterling has owned you. Is that right?
That's correct. 13 since Sterling, 23 total, yeah.
So just a real quick reminder to listeners, Dunes Point Capital was the first PE company that got involved with you guys. You started out with the acquisitions with Larry Barr, Floors, Inc., and Wayne Joseph, Malibu Floors. Yeah, those were the two, and that started in 16. So pretty nice growth in the last 5 years, right?
Yes, sir. Growing very quickly. We just recently announced also we made the Inc. 5000 list as one of the fastest growing companies in North America. So we're proud to announce that as well.
All right. So tell us how's business.
You know, if anybody told you business is easy right now, I don't know if they'd be telling you the truth. Business is tough. As you know, supply chain issues, raw material costs have increased. So we're working very closely with all of our customers and all of our businesses to continue to push through this thing. But business is very tough. You know, we're having to sit on more inventory today than we historically have done as a company, just due to, houses being pushed, apartment projects being pushed, and then at the same time, we're just making sure we got material so when the project or job is ready, we're ready to roll. So kind of the combination of two things have made it very difficult.
Yeah, but the long-range perspective for growth in this builder sector is good, right?
Absolutely. If if you look at all the CAGRs in the business and how we kind of budget our future growth in the business is, the residential new construction industry, as well as we're very big in the apartment replacement business as well. We see very good numbers and very good growth moving forward.
I think a big driver with that is probably the millennial is deciding they want to own something and they're entered the market.
Yeah, absolutely. I think if you see what happened through COVID, a lot of people wanting to, kind of get out and spread their wings a little bit, move into, having their own home and being home ownership is a lot more important today than it was pre-pandemic, I think. So we're seeing the result of that. And obviously we're seeing a lot of our customers building in outer areas, so not as in dense markets. So they're moving to outer markets where it's a little bit more affordable. So again, affordability and low interest rates and just the demand is continuing to drive the market.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on this growth. I bet you there's a line of people that want to talk to you since you've been in acquiring mode, because you're one of those companies that's a potential option for succession planning.
We have a very, very detailed strategy and structure about how we go through our acquisitions. We don't just, buy anybody that's for sale. We, a lot of the people that we're acquiring aren't for sale. We just look in markets where we want to be, and we want to find the best operators and best entrepreneurs in those markets and help, those businesses grow. Yeah, can they take some off the top? Yeah, absolutely. But we want them all to stay and continue to work and manage their team, manage their customers, manage their business. And we just want to be there to help support and give them the tools and technology to help grow and become more successful.
One last thing about this meeting, it was kind of fun to have everybody go to a costume party for Halloween, wasn't
it? Yeah, absolutely. It's actually my wife's birthday, and I told her I threw her a party with 800 people that all dressed up for her birthday, so she appreciated that. So
yeah, all right.
Thank you, FBI, for doing that for me.
Yes. Good to see you there. Again, been talking to Doug Davis, the president of Artisan Design Group, a conglomeration of interior finishes contractors, one of the largest in the country. And you've been listening to Kemp Harr and FloorDaily.net.